What is going on, guys? Tommy back here again, talking sports, wearing shorts. You know the deal. Back here with another football preview. And this week, guys, it's a massive one. This weekend, the Champions League final, Liverpool versus Real Madrid. It's going to be massive, guys. It's a massive one. Massive one for a couple of reasons. We're going to break it all down. A lot to talk about. It's going to round off the season. Who's going to win it? Is it going to be Liverpool? Are they going to win a treble? Or is it going to be Real? Are they going to win 14 Champions League titles? Anyway, you know the deal, guys. Let's check this one out. So before we get into it, you know the deal. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you are new, hit that notification bell to keep in touch and keep up to these videos, up to date with all the latest videos that I update onto this channel. But the Champions League final. The Champions League final is finally here. I love the Champions League final. I think it's the biggest game in football. I love it more than the World Cup. That must sound crazy to a few people, but it's just, I love the Champions League. I think the Champions League is the best, most competitive competition in the world, and you always want to win it. You always want to win it. And when you get this far, when you're in a final, when you've come that far, you want to walk away with some silverware. So Liverpool versus Real Madrid, like I was saying, the repeat of 2018, obviously a repeat of the 1981 European Cup final that maybe a lot of people didn't know about. This is not the first time that Liverpool and Real Madrid have played each other in European Cup finals. There's a little bit of history here. These two are rich in tradition. Obviously, we know that Real Madrid are the most successful club in European competitions with 14 Champions League. Sorry, don't want to say 14 just yet. 13 Champions League. So 13 Champions League titles, and Liverpool with 6 looking for their 7th. So both teams rich in European tradition, and both managers with a little bit of pedigree now. So Klopp with 4th. This is his 4th European final. And Carlo Ancelotti, obviously we know how much of a don he is in this competition. This will be his 5th European final. That is unbelievable. And just a little side note to a lot of people that didn't know this. I didn't even know this myself until I really thought about it. Ancelotti's been in 5 Champions League finals, and 3 of them have been against Liverpool. That's a little strange. Like, out of all the teams, you're going to be in 5 Champions League finals, and 3 of them are against Liverpool. That's 2005, 2007, and now 2022. That is, credit to Carlo Ancelotti. That's a long time being in football, and he's managed to do it. He's managed to stay consistent. So, top drawn manager, and makes me a little worried because he knows what it takes to get the job done. So let's break this down, guys. I want to go through both sides of the field. I want to go through Liverpool. I want to go through Real Madrid, touch on their recent form, their seasons, some of the players, whether or not they're in form. I want to break it all down and figure out, maybe make a decision on who I think is going to win this. So let's go with Liverpool first. Let's go with the red half. Let's talk about their season. Obviously, we know they were so close to winning quadruple. That didn't quite happen. Obviously, Manchester City winning on the final day in a crazy way. Obviously, going behind, 2-0 down and winning that game 3-2, and a little bit of heartbreak for Liverpool. So they didn't get the quadruple, and they might not even get a treble. They might only get a double, and it could eventuate to be a season that ends a bit lackluster and ends a bit poor. I mean, you can't be upset with 2 domestic trophies, never, but for the potential to be a quadruple and the potential to win a treble, if Liverpool don't get over the line, you'd have to say that it probably ends up being a little bit of a what-if year. So Liverpool are going to want to win this game. They're going to go full hammer and tongs for this game. This is a revenge game for them in 2017-18 when they lost the Champions League final to Real Madrid 3-1 and Salah got injured. They are really going to have a chip on their shoulder. They're going to want to prove that they're the top dogs now, and Salah's going to have his moment. He's going to have his revenge game. I think he's going to turn up and really put on a show. I think he may even score a first goal. This is a big moment for Liverpool. I think they obviously rounded off the season pretty well. Their players are in form. Thiago not being in is a worry. Whether or not he's going to make fitness is remains to be seen. So if he doesn't play, then that's a big miss for Liverpool, because obviously we know probably the game's going to be won or lost on the midfield. So, Thiago out, but Fabinho looks like he's going to be back. And obviously we know the rest of the players, Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Van Dijk and the like, and the front four really, are all fit and firing, ready to go. So Liverpool are going to come in and try to end the season well and try to cap off that treble. And obviously they want to capitalise and get that revenge on Real Madrid. So it's interesting. I would think that Liverpool might get this done, but you're going up against a team that's just so steeped in history. just so rich in history. 13 Champions League titles. You're coming up against the GOAT of the Champions League in Real Madrid. Now let's touch on Real. Let's touch on them. Let's touch on their season, some of their players, their manager, obviously. Let's have a look. Let's break down some of their key areas where I think they might do well, maybe where they might struggle. The Real Madrid are looking to win a double. They're looking to win the Champions League with their La Liga and obviously cap off a great 2022. Benzema, we know, is in fantastic form, probably Ballon d'Or form if you really want to be honest about it. He's probably my pick this year. I think if they win the Champions League, it's Benzema, and it ain't even close. Obviously, Vinicius Jr. is really damaging. And then, you've got to look at their midfield. Their midfield looks quite old, and you think sometimes that they could get overrun, but they're old and experienced. Modric, Kroos, Casemiro, they've done there. They've been there before. They've got it done. They've got all the experience they need. And I don't see them struggling in a game like Liverpool. Now, obviously, Liverpool have the potential to kind of get that gung-ho, heavy metal press on them, and maybe Real Madrid might struggle in that department. I'm not sure, but they all seem to get over the line. Like, look at what they did against Manchester City. They have the weapons, obviously, Camavinga off the bench, Valverde. They have a really good side. Militao at the back with Nacho. Carvajal, Courtois at the back. It's just a very rounded side. And obviously, getting to the final, you've got to be a pretty good side, don't you? So they have the opportunity to beat Liverpool, and it's in there. I would say that they are probably underdogs in this game. If you look at the bookies, Real Madrid are underdogs, which is kind of crazy considering they won a league title, and they've obviously won 13 Champions Leagues, like we've said. They've got Carlo Ancelotti, a Champions League master. So it's really ironic that they are the underdogs in this game. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Now, a couple of areas I think Real Madrid are really going to expose on Liverpool. I think Vinicius Jr. can get in behind a Trent. We know that the problems Trent has defensively. Vinicius Jr. can isolate him, and if he can whip balls into Benzema, then you never know. They might get a bit of a roll on. And if Liverpool concede early and Real Madrid score, I think that's where it could create a bit of an issue, because I think Real Madrid can defend and keep a shape and keep Liverpool out. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think if Liverpool have got any chance to win, they've got to score early. So it's going to be a great watch. I can't wait to watch it. Liverpool fan myself, obviously, as you guys know. So I will be up watching. I cannot wait. And anytime you play Real Madrid in a European final, it's just a special moment. The team is rich in history. And if you really look at it, there's probably no better team to play in the Champions League final, I would say. If you're going to beat one, it's got to be them. So my final tip, before I wrap this up, before I conclude this video, my tip, I'm going Liverpool to win the 22 Champions League final. Maybe a bit of bias coming out there. I can understand if you think I am. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I think they can get it done. I think they were upset about not winning the Premier League, and I think it's going to propel them into winning the Champions League, just like in 2018-19 when they beat Spurs and they missed out by a point. I think they're really going to want to win this. They're really going to want to end their season on a high. Salah's going to want to have revenge, and I'm not sure if this Real Madrid side is as good as it was in 27-18. So I think that maybe Liverpool, it might be their time. So guys, that about concludes this video. Just a little Champions League preview. Hope you liked it, of course. Hope you're going to watch the final. Let me know if you are. If you are going to watch it, where are you going to watch it from? Wherever you are in the world, let me know. It'd be interesting. Like for Liverpool, comment for Real Madrid, whoever you think's going to win. Anyway, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you hit the bell notification to keep in touch with all our videos. You know the drill. All the links to our socials will be in the description below. Link to the podcast in the description below. You know the drill by now. Anyways, guys, as usual, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.